Hello everyone, welcome back to our ICT class. This is video number 18. Hope you all are fine and safe. Did you study the important topics which we have discussed last class? I hope it is so. And also we will just go through that and we will continue our remaining portions. Okay. So what all we have studied in the previously? We studied how to apply background color to the heading in styles, and also if we are having different web pages of the same features or same attributes, we can create a style and we can place that style in a separate folder and we can apply that style to all the web pages, and that is known as the CSS files. That also we have studied. And while saving the CSS files, we have to save like style.css. Okay, so these all things we have studied, and also how we can link that to the HTML. This how we can apply the styles to this style.css to the HTML. We can use the link tag. We can use for that. So so all the features we will be reflected in the web pages. So these all things we have studied previously, and in this session we are going to study about how to add cascading style. We already know how to add the cascading styles to the HTML code. We can divide it like three: inline, internal and external. What all things we have we did before, the same thing we are doing now through activities. And we can divide it as inline, internal and external. So what is this inline CSS, internal CSS and external CSS? I will be showing it with the examples. Okay, so you can understood. So you will be, it will be clear to you. And also we did the same code before itself, but I will be showing the same thing now, so it will be more clear to you. Okay, so just have a look. Okay, so for that already I have made a sample code. I will be showing that in school resource folder, student works itself. I have made a sample code. So I am opening that. First I will open with the text in text editor. Okay, so this is a sample code. And also I will open the web page. Yes, so this is the sample code and this is the corresponding web page of that code. So here you can, this is a sample code having this title CSS, and the heading is cascading style sheet. And here you can see three three contents you can see. That means like inline, internal and external. Just to make you clear, I written like that. Here you can see the web page will look like this. The heading is cascading style sheet. First one is of internal, second one inline, second one internal and third one external. Okay, so what is this internal? Did you know what is this internal? If the properties are defined along with the tag itself, then we can name it as internal cascading style sheet. Here we are applying the attribute background only. If we are applying the this background color within the tag itself, it will be known as the inline cascading sheet. We are applying the style within the tag itself. I will be showing it with the examples. Here you can see the tag. Here we are applying the color for the body. We are giving the background color to the body. So what I am doing is inside the body itself, inside the body tag itself, I am applying the style. Okay, how I can apply style equal to background colon hash 000 ff, 4 zeros ff, closing this way. Okay, I am applying the style within the body itself. Within the body tag itself, I am applying the style to get the background color for the body. Okay, so what I have done now, body style is equal to background colon this value, the value of this background color, and I am closing the bracket. So now you can see I am saving this. When I refresh, you can see the color, background color is blue. You can see the background color appears on our web page. Okay, when we are giving the style within the body, it is known as the inline CSS. Okay, when we are giving the style within the body itself, that means within the body tag itself, it is known as the inline CSS. Add the properties of each HTML element along with the tag itself. That means inside the tag itself I am giving the style. Then it is known as the inline CSS. I hope it is clear to you. And the next one is of internal. Properties are defined inside the style tag as class selector or type selector. That we have already studied. Before I have done under the head tag, I have opened a style tag, and there we have divided like class selector or type selectors that we have already done previously. So now I will be showing that as an example. So this I will be removing. So this is known as the inline CSS. So this I am removing. Next what I am going to do is what we have done previously, the same thing. Under the head tag, I am opening the style tag. Open the style tag. Sorry. I am opening the style tag. Where I have to apply the style to body. I have to give the background color to the body. You all will be knowing that we already did this in the previous videos. So I am applying the background to body. I will be giving the another color so you can understand that. FFA 500. This is a different color, and I am closing the body. And I am closing the style also. Okay, I have given the style to body, and I have closed the style also. Here if we want to add this background color or this font size or font color, anything you can add here, but now I am adding only the background. If you want to divide it into the two classes, that is also possible. If we are dividing it for the paragraphs, if we can divide it into the two classes, but it is not available now, so I am not doing that. Okay, so what we have done before, the same thing under the style tag, for I have given the color for body. Okay, so I am going to save this. When refresh, just a second. The hash style is not here. Okay. Okay, I forgot to put the hash style. Okay, you have to close the style here. Okay, style, body, and we have to every time while opening the code must be closed. Okay, for closing the code there must be hash. Okay, so now you can see the color. I have given the color #FFA50500. So you can see the color over here. Okay, so while writing the code, be careful, you can make the mistakes. Okay, so be careful while writing the code. So in this way we can apply the style. Okay, and this is known as the internal CSS. Okay, this is known as the internal CSS. Properties are defined inside the style tag as class selector or type selector. Here which selector we have used? Type selector, right? This for the same body tag itself we have given the attributes. Okay, so here we have used the type selector. In this way, when we apply the styles, and hence it is known as the internal CSS. Okay, so I am removing this. So next we will study about the external CSS. External CSS also I will be showing how. Defined as separate .css file using link tag. What we have done previously for creating different web pages, we cut the style tag portion and we have pasted it in a different file. It is known as the CSS file, and we named it as style.css, and we applied that attributes. We have applied that styles to our HTML tag, to our HTML. How we applied that? Using the link tag. Okay, I hope it is clear, and you remember, you can understand, because previously we have done the same thing. Okay, by using the link tag, if we want to create different web pages, we can use the link tag and apply this styles to different web pages. Okay, so like that I am doing, and hence it is known as the external CSS. Okay, that also I will be showing. Here I am going to cut this portion. I hope it is clear and you can remember that. I am going to cut this portion, and next I am going to open a new file. And I am going to paste it over here and removing the style tag. Okay, and I'm going to save this. I'm going to save it as style1.css, because already a file name style.css we have saved previously. So where we have to save, where the HTML file is saved, in the same place itself we have to save the CSS file. So here in desktop, school folder, standard 10, student works, here you can see the cascading.html. This is the file which we are in which we are doing the activity. So here itself I am going to save. Okay, so now it is saved. Next, what I am going to do, I am applying. Okay, I am linking this style to our HTML code. Okay, how we can do that? You already will be knowing that. In the previous video I have done that using the link tag. Okay, link rel equal to style sheet. This is the default code that you have to study by heart. Okay, type equal to text/css close bracket href equal to from which file we are linking, style1.css. okay, that you have to write here, style1.css. okay, link rel style sheet, type is equal to text/css href equal to style.css. Under the head tag we are applying the same thing. Okay. So now we can see what happened. To close this. Okay, now it is okay. So I am saving this. I am refreshing here. Here I have given the same color, so you will be getting confused. So I am changing the color. Okay, I will change the color to I will be changing the color to FF00 FF. So now you can save this. Here also save, refresh. So now you can see the change. The color changed to pink. Okay, we have given the different color, so that is reflected in the in our web page. So what we have done, we have, instead of adding the style tag in the HTML code, we prepared a different file for the style tag. It is known as the CSS files, and we have to rename the file as style.css. Okay, file name .css. .css must be there, and by using the link tag we have applied this style to our HTML. So without repetitions we can apply the same attributes to the different web pages. Okay, so, and this is known as the external CSS. Okay, this process is known as the external CSS. So I hope it is clear to you. About the external CSS and the internal CSS we have studied previously. Okay, so I hope it is clear to all of you. Once more I will be telling that we can add the CSS style in three ways: inline CSS, internal CSS and external CSS. Inline CSS means properties are defined along with the tag itself. That means inside the tag, which is the tag body, we are giving background color to the body. So inside the body tag itself we can apply the style along with this body tag. Okay, it is known as the inline CSS. And the next one is of internal CSS, which we have done before. We used the style tag under the head tag. We have created a particular style tag and we have applied the attributes. If we want to divide it as different classes, that is also possible. According to the question we can do like that, or class selector or type selector. In two ways we can divide that. If we are doing like this, and this is known as the internal CSS. And the third one is of external CSS. That means if we need to apply the same attributes to different web pages, instead of writing it repeatedly, we can take that style tag to a different file and we can name it as style.css. Okay, it is known as the CSS files. We can name it as like that, and we can apply that styles to all the different web pages by using the link tag. Okay, so this is known as the inline, internal and external CSS. So I hope it is clear to all of you. Next one is of HTML editors to prepare HTML pages. So this I am closing. You have to practice this activity. You have to watch the video because the code is not available in the textbook. It only theory part is given in the textbook. Okay, so you have to add this in the you have to write it in the as lecture notes. Okay, the code must be with you. And the next one is of HTML editors to prepare HTML pages. Okay, about these two topics I will be discussing in the next session about the HTML editors and WCMS. Okay, this also in the textbook. I will be explaining about these two topics in the upcoming session. So what all we have studied: inline, internal, external, about the HTML editors and WCMS due to the due to the time, as it is of 21 minutes now. So I am not explaining that. I will be explaining in the next session. Okay. What is known as this inline, internal, and external? These all are the CSS files, and we can apply the inline. In inline CSS, what we have to do inside the tag itself, this we can apply the CSS. For internal, we can divide into class selectors or type selectors. For external, we will be taking it as a separate CSS file. So I hope it is clear to all of you. So practice the activity. I am giving the homework as 3 questions. You can see in under let's evaluate portion in the textbook, page number 43. So 3 optional questions that you have to answer before coming to the Google Meet. Okay, and with the this HTML editors and WCMS, we will be finishing the chapter. Okay, so see you in the next class. I hope it is clear. This is a that much important chapter, and you have to study the codes and all. Okay, any doubts you can we will be discussing in the upcoming Google Meet. So see you in the next class. Thank you.